Subscribe for daily boxing videos, guys. From the day after his Takam fight, all he has been thinking about is how he can improve. Get a bit leaner, improve the jab, improve the footwork. He is obsessed with improvement. I watched him spar 12 rounds last week. His foot speed is so much better. He is gliding on his feet. He has got faster hands. He is a meticulous in camp like nothing I've ever seen. He is lighter and started camp earlier so they aren't having to exhaust him. He is working hard, but much smarter so far. This is the best camp he's had, coming in lighter. He feels great. So that is what Matchroom promoter Eddie Hearn had to say about his fighter. As you can see, he said that Anthony Joshua, ever since the Takam fight, he's been wanting to improve himself as a fighter. He's been wanting to get himself leaner. He's been wanting to improve his style, his jab, his footwork, and he's been obsessed with improving. Eddie Hearn has said that he watched him spar 12 rounds, and he thinks that his footwork is much better, and that he's got faster hands. And of course, as I reported earlier, he was lighter. He's been lighter than he's been in the past 2 years. In my video where I posted, I believe a week ago, I said that Anthony Joshua was 244 pounds, but he was actually 241 pounds. I got that wrong, so I apologize for that. So a week ago, or 2.5 weeks ago, Anthony Joshua was 241 pounds. In his last 2 fights, he was coming in at 250. So clearly he's being lighter. I think the reason why Anthony Joshua is obsessed with wanting to improve is because, if you remember, he was getting criticized a lot after the Takam fight. A lot of people said that they thought he didn't look as good as he previously had looked. They thought he looked flawed in the Takam fight. I think that just has to do with how good Takam is. Takam is not a bad fighter. Takam is a good fighter. Just like the Vladimir Klitschko fight, when in his fight before that, before the Takam fight, when AJ fought Vladimir Klitschko, AJ didn't look that good against Vladimir Klitschko either. But again, that had to do with Vladimir Klitschko. So he's been in there with 2 good fighters, Vladimir Klitschko and Takam. So of course you're gonna see his flaws, because good fighters are able to show the flaws of guys like Anthony Joshua. So I don't think it has to do with the fact that he's a bad fighter. It just has to do with the fact that guys like Carlos Takam and Vladimir Klitschko were just good fighters. You know, good fighters who've only lost to good competition. So I think that's what it had to do. He says he's lighter. I have a feeling when Anthony Joshua steps in the ring with Joseph Parker, he's probably going to be 235, anywhere between 235 or 240. I'll be shocked if he's lighter than that. Him being lighter, I think, is going to benefit him as a fighter, because I think him being very muscly, very bulky, kind of exhausts him a lot more. I think one of my biggest problems with AJ is he gasses out. He seems to gas out in second half of fights when he's trying to go for broke. So I think him losing weight will actually help him. And I think he's going to need to do that, because I think if he's in a situation in his career where he's ever exhausted, whether it's with Parker, whether it's with Wilder, I think if Anthony Joshua finds himself in a situation where he's exhausted in the fight because he has, he runs out of gas type of problems, right? I think if he's in there with a guy who has a better engine than him, and like I said, the guy sees that he's exhausted and he takes advantage, because not all guys are going to fight like Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko let him off the hook. And after he knocked him down, I believe it was the 6th or 7th round, Joshua was exhausted, but Vladimir Klitschko didn't, go on second gear and finish him off. So